Yeah.
then he says like, "This is my first time on stage," and then he
He
goes
was
into
also
the
saying that. Yeah.
abortion stage of the jokes, right?
Yeah.
It will be perfect full circle, right? Because he started with something that might work.
No,
Then he
never
confesses.
might work. It never works.
Well, you never know. You
No,
have some
abortion
solid
jokes
jokes
don't.
about Anne Frank.
Not at an open mic. Not at an open mic. The only way that joke is gonna work is if everybody on that lineup kills.
Yeah.
Like the opener's gotta be good.
Mm-hmm.
The guy going after the opener's gotta be good.
Yeah.
Everybody's gotta be solid. But
Well, it was not like that.
no, it's an open mic, man.
You're solid open mics.
No, man. Open
I
mics
believe.
are never good.
That's why they're open.
I mean, that's why we're doing open mics. Like, we are asking if we can be on the show. It's not like people are asking us to be on a show.
Nobody approaches you like, "Hey, you're the next hotshot comedy
No.
talent, and we want you right there." on
Nah,
stage."
that doesn't happen at all. Well, I told this dude, like,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, "Oh, can I have some pointers?" He was talking to somebody else, right?
And you
nobody.
just intervened and
I
gave him
I
some
said like don't do abortion jokes, and then he thought I was like being politically correct, right? He's like, "Oh, I won't be." I'm like, "Nah, you're not funny, so don't try it. Don't, man. Just keep it to yourself. Just make fun of yourself, all right? Just." I tried this flat Earth bit, right?
Yeah.
And it's just not working because I just fuck it up all the time.
Because you don't believe in the flat Earth.
I don't, but I want to convince people that we could all believe in flat Earth.
Okay.
I don't know the point. I don't know what point I want to make.
You want to sympathize with these idiots who believe that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, because I get where they're coming from,
Yeah, you believe what you see. Now hear me out, right?
Yeah.
Abortion jokes.
Yeah.
What is worse?
Tell a good abortion
Alright,
joke.
what is worse than getting an abortion from a baby? Getting an abortion from twins. Or triplets, you can make this joke
Can't
how
make it funny.
long you want.
You can't make it funny, man. It's just
Like if twins doesn't work, you
Yeah.
say triplets and then quadruplets, and at a certain point people will laugh because you just keep
it's just ridiculous. It just gets ridiculous. Yeah, you can make that work. That's some Andy Kaufman shit, man.
no idea who that is, but
It's like a weird comedian guy from like I don't know, probably the 60s or some shit.
solid time to live. If
You would like Andy Kaufman. You're kind of Andy Kaufman-esque.
Okay, who's Andy Kaufman?
Just look it up on Google, man. Just after the show.
Yeah, I will look it up.
Yeah, just go
Maybe watch a bit.
research some Andy Kaufman. He's a weird guy, man. He's a strange feller, like yourself.
Solid people.
Yeah, Yo, but the set of the night goes to this guy called Neil, who came out with an A4 paper, like just a piece of, like a giant piece of paper with all his jokes.
Get them all written down. It's nice. It's nice. No hiding it also.
It was so bad. But it was like he had this bit that he was trying to convince the audience, right? Like the story, it was so outrageous.
Yeah.
He tried to convince the audience that Cristiano Ronaldo, the very famous, the most famous one,
Okay. Okay.
that he had a conversation with this guy, right?
Alright.
And then the essence, and then Cristiano Ronaldo would go like, "Hey, what's up, Neil?" Right? That's already the most ridiculous part of the whole joke. You're trying to okay. So then he's like, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm on a date with Beyonce."
What?
That was you could see like right that when he was at home, he was writing this. And he's like, "I'm gonna say Beyonce, and they're gonna laugh." Like his punchlines were punch. Yo, it's like, okay, you know what I like about stand up?
Mm.
It's like watching the UFC on the couch, right? You see somebody doing something, and then you think like, I could do that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Then you
It's
step
like,
in the octagon.
yeah, right. And then what you think are punchlines
Mm.
is just like your opponent, which is like the audience, is just like, that didn't hurt at all. Yeah.
Oh.
And you throw everything you have, and that boxer is like just like laugh. Well, in this case, he's like laughing. He's like, dude, there's nothing, man. I mean, that guy died, bro. He died. Also, this lady, man, she died. She's talking about her suicide attempts. Like,
Oh.
and there was no punchline. It was just so painful, man. Dude, I fucking love open mics, man. It's horrible.
Oh man.
And people want to like, oh, Giorgio, you have a show? I would love to come. I'm like, no, man. I don't want to. I don't want to put you through that. I don't want to put you through that.
To me, it sounds like it's all fun and laugh.
It's not, man. It sounds fun, but
If somebody would, go on stage and say like, "Try to kill myself,"
it's so awkward, man.
that's such a fun way to open. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
No, if you do it that and then you come with a good joke afterwards, then sure. But just going like, I tried to kill myself.
I would love that.
Like, I like it when my friends go up, It's like, I'm excited for them,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
I hope, they have some new stuff. I like when my friends go up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have, like, legit comedy friends, I'm gonna do a lot of pushing to make them my friends. Afterwards, like, hanging out and shit is pretty cool. But, anyways. But I'm talking about, like, I hang out with people that want to, like, be just a comedian. Right? And then other people, they do it because they think they're super funny and they can become a famous comedian. Those are the people that like print out their shit,
Yeah. But don't you think you're super funny and that you could be a famous comedian yourself?
I could if I put like Kevin Hart work in it, but I don't want to put Kevin Hart work in it.
You don't wanna put
No, that
means
seems
you don't
exhausted,
want
man.
Kevin Hart money, yo.
No, I don't. If I have to do Kevin Hart shit to get Kevin Hart money, I don't, man. Honestly, if I could like make like $3,000 with fucking comedy,
For
like,
like a lifetime or a year?
yeah, for a
or
lifetime, that would be dope,
lifetime.
dude. That means I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah.
with an occasional Wednesday. It's not even working, bro.
Get like $50 a gig or something.
No, man.
Gonna survive at the hot dog stand.
No, man. You get like $500 a night, probably.
Yeah, it's not $3,000 for a lifetime.
Yeah,
Well,
that is
means you
$3,000
have
a month.
6 gigs, and then you just let go.
Yeah, but obviously I could
retire.
get I could get 6 gigs.
All right.
If somebody hires me to do like a weekend somewhere,
So you said you could get 6 gigs, right?
Yeah.
That each pay $500 for your jokes
That's
about
the goal.
Hitler and abortion.
I don't do
and
Hitler and
and
abortion
Frank.
jokes anymore, man. I don't do that shit. I've learned.
That's good. That's good. You adapted.
I also stopped the simulation joke because it's stupid, right? And I accidentally said gender queer. Like I said, normally the joke is like all of a sudden there are 76 genders, but
Yeah.
I wanted to riff because I was like, it doesn't, like, these people don't give a shit, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I accidentally said gender queer, and then I looked at my friend who's a gay woman. I was like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, But then I went immediately into like a joke that I had written
Mhm.
about straight pride.
Ah,
the
that's
straight
funny.
pride
Yeah,
parade,
that's funny. Yeah.
So I had to tell that joke to like go like, I'm not against gay people.
But you are.
No, I'm not.
Because you are.
No, I'm not. I'm totally not against gay people. I was thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
Gay people are here to bring man and woman together.
All right. Or in some occasions, man and man, or woman and woman.
No, they just are the
Woman,
bridge
man, and
between
woman.
the genders.
The gays.
The gays, yeah.
The bridge between.
And population control.
Yeah, no, that helps.
Most
That helps.
definitely population control.
That's good.
But maybe because gay people want kids too.
yeah, but they adopt. It's like handy. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Or I
yeah.
assume most of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
they incubate.
Yeah, they incubate. I hope one day that a lesbian woman is like, I want you to incubate my wife. And I was like, yes, but I want to have sex with her.
That's
And-
traditional, eh? Are you mad?
yeah, dude. I want
You
and
get a cup and Playboy magazine.
nah, man, no, I don't want to do that way.
I mean,
I want to lay on top of your wife and pump a few loads, like just go like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like you want my DNA.
Yeah, yeah.
You at least can let me fuck,
Okay.
right?
Now the woman who will give birth
You
to
want
the
my
baby is
baby.
the Bucci. Is the Bucci lesbian?
Doesn't matter. That even makes it better. Just to like, I just want to be like a guy that is like in a relationship with like a
The lesbian couple.
lesbian woman. And then like, oh, do you like that, honey? And I want her to go like, sure. You know, play the whole thing. You know, we just play my sick fantasy.
Wait, isn't this your love life already?
Ew. No, luckily not.
Oh, you said that with a lot of confidence.
Luckily not. Nah, man. Yo, you know, I brought a pipe with me, but the pipe was too dirty, so I couldn't smoke out of it. So then I smoked with tobacco, and it fucked up my set. It just fucked it up. I was like, fuck, man.
Man, that's all in your head, man. Tobacco doesn't do anything.
It does.
Only does good things. To
It gives
you,
me the
man.
shakes. It's like I'm in outer space, and then I take the tobacco, and then it feels like I'm in a turbulence. You know, the whole aircraft starts shaking.
Native Americans used to
shit,
smoke
recording.
tobacco.
We're recording.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we are. But I totally forgot about it. People are looking at my fucking head, the back of my head. It doesn't matter, man. Fuck you.
You have this crow, right?
Yeah.
Like this other bird. It's like a black bird.
A crow?
I think it's the other one, and that's like a smaller beak.
A black crane?
Maybe.
A pigeon?
No.
I really like pigeons, though. I enjoy
Pigeons are-
pigeons.
So this crow, this
Yeah.
bird, it comes on my balcony every day, right?
Did you feed it?
Well, no, sometimes it eats my like sometimes I eat a sandwich. I'm like, yeah, well, birds will get it, you know. Leave it there.
You're feeding birds. You're
Un-
just feeding birds. That's what you're saying.
Oh, this just this one particular bird
Yeah.
that comes, right?
Yeah.
Do we have this moment of eye contact?
You have eye contact with a bird?
Eye
Yeah.
contact. Like I look at the bird.
Yeah.
The bird looks at me.
Yeah.
And then I either go on with my thing or the bird goes on doing its bird thing, right?
Yeah.
I believe this bird contains the soul. The soul.
Of you. It
Well.
contains your soul or some shit.
Maybe it's my spirit animal. Maybe it's trying to tell
But
me.
what animal is it?
It's like that's like
A crow?
blue eyes. It's a black bird. It's a small beak.
It's the blue-eyed raven.
You know, who's
Dun,
it?
dun, 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 dun.
White eye?
I don't know, man. I've tried to forget Game of Thrones. It wasn't worth it, man.
Try to forget.
All those seasons weren't worth it.
They weren't worth it.
No, there was no good,
So
cool
all you're
ending.
preaching about how cool the show was.
It wasn't worth it.
Wow.
It wasn't worth it.
Wow.
I'm not even convincing my girlfriend anymore to
Dude,
watch
the first few seasons.
Game of Thrones because it's not worth it. It's not ending well. Like, you know, the last 3 are just so disappointing. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And what? You're going to make them stop watching it in half? Like half of the whole thing? Obviously,
Watch
you're
40 solid hours of decent television.
decent
yeah.
television.
Oh,
It's
it's
not.
good.
It's
It was
bad
good.
television.
The
man.
40 first few hours of that show, maybe 45, were amazing.
6 seasons or
Or
5,
6? I thought
depending who you are?
I don't know.
I can't remember, man. It's all a blur. It was all a dream.
You, sir, are lost. Season 7, 8.
No, it's
Did
Lost
did
ended at season 5, right?
Are you telling me it didn't have like 10 seasons?
No, Lost had like 5 seasons, I
Nah,
think.
Lost had a lot of seasons.
Well, I stopped at 5.
It's a good show.
I didn't see the ending. I didn't care for the ending. I just stopped caring. I stopped caring about that show. Same for like Stranger Things. I don't care for Stranger Things anymore.
Oh, why?
I don't want to watch it anymore.
Don't want to see Stranger Things happen anymore?
Nah. After season 1, I was actually already like, nah, you know. And then season 2 was like, alright.
I mean, you've watched 8 seasons of The Big Bang Theory.
I never watched 8 seasons. I watched 5 seasons. And then I
You
was
watched
like,
5 seasons of The Big Bang.
I was really
You stayed
depressed.
engaged
I was
in
really
that story.
depressed. I was very depressed at that
Must
moment
have been.
because I watched all the episodes in my bed. I remember watching them in my bed in the dark. That's how you should watch that show.
Penny, I love you. Quantum physics.
I mean, there's some okay jokes in every episode. They're just small jokes
Yeah,
that are
but
okay.
you know, all the laughter that's there is like uneven to the joke ratio.
Yeah, you know, it's like they're laughing way too hard for every joke. It's like somebody's like, yeah, just up the laughter with a couple sound points. Let's make it a little louder, please. Can we have a small laugh here? A big laugh here? Dude, that's so embarrassing, bro.
They should modest it down by having like one guy who does, ha, that's funny.
For a really long time, I thought like last week with John Oliver had a laugh track. Yo, I also don't care for that show anymore.
You don't care about the news and his political views?
No, it's also because he just makes the same joke over and over again.
Hey,
It's
man,
like a show where he just does the same joke over and over again. He says something about the news thing. He yells at it. No, Barrett.
Sean Oliver, we love you. It's British, so it's more like
So stupid, man.
tea time. Anything. That show is hilarious.
It's not.
John Oliver has to do 52 weeks each
He
year.
doesn't do 52 weeks. He maybe does like, I don't know.
I mean, he brings solid news. He brings the news every.
He
it's
doesn't,
last
man.
week tonight,
He
man.
doesn't.
It's hard
you're
to
not
be original all the time. He's been doing it for years.
But he does the same joke.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's the same joke, man. It's the same joke format. It's like if the joke doesn't fit in that format, the writers are not allowed. Like, you know, the writers are just being lazy, I guess. With the jokes, it's not good. And I'm not an authority on comedy or anything, but I just come up with something else, bro.
These writers
Be like
need to watch
Be
more
like the other
news.
guy.
The other guy,
The Daily Show guy.
Noah,
No, man, not that guy. That unfunny joke thief. He made the Daily Show unfunny, man. Trevor Noah. I'm
Who
talking
did
about
that?
Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart was amazing. Trevor Noah is garbage. He's not funny.
You know, Jon Stewart had to move on, and they handed
Too
the
bad,
torch
sadly.
to,
A bad
Noah.
person. You know who also got horrible?
Hmm?
What the fuck is his name? Stephen Colbert. He got horrible, man. He's not funny anymore.
Stephen Colbert.
Man, he only bitches about Trump, man. Go fuck yourself. It's the same joke. You're doing the same joke over and over again. Orange Man is bad. I am not impressed with that.
Orange Man, that's funny. I've not watched a lot of Stephen Colbert to actually weigh in
No,
on
it's
this.
not funny at all, man.
I like his appearance on Harvey Birdman, Attorney.
What's that?
So he plays a superhero attorney.
Oh, that's just a show.
Oh, it's hilarious. Hilarious Adult Swim show.
No, I'm talking about like late night TV shit.
You know who stays popular during the late night TV shit?
Who?
Mike Tyson. With
Yeah,
the
but
Mike Tyson Mysteries.
also, Mike Tyson has his own podcast.
He has his own podcast.
Yeah, where he smokes pot and he talks to people.
Mike Tyson smokes weed.
Of course, Mike Tyson smokes weed. Mike Tyson did everything at one point. He was a bad boy.
He seems so wholesome when he solves mysteries with his family.
So, why wouldn't he smoke weed? Is smoking weed not wholesome?
No. No, I don't think if you smoke weed, you're wholesome. No. No.
Really? You think that way about weed?
I think if you smoke in the first place, you're not wholesome anymore.
Why?
The only way to remain wholesome, right? You
Yeah.
wear like this nice white suit.
Yeah.
You talk about Jesus.
I knew you was gonna have some weird ass fucking Christian opinion about not being wholesome. Yo, this is Jehovah Witness convention going on somewhere.
Today.
Yeah, you see them walking in the
Shout
streets,
out.
man. See them walking in the streets and they
Mm.
just stick out like a sore thumb, man. They wear like cult clothing. Like now I know that if somebody is wearing like business casual during the weekends, you're in a fucking cult, bro.
Yeah.
Like they all dress business casual. Even when it's warm, you see them walking and it's like business casual.
Nice blazer.
No, man, it doesn't look nice. They stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It
You can
doesn't
always
look good,
recognize.
man.
Yeah, but you can always recognize your own the best.
No, man. I was like, oh, what are these weird? Like, I saw them in the city, and I was like, oh, there's something. I told my girlfriend, like, what are these weirdo Christian people doing there? Then I didn't know they were Jehovah's Witnesses yet, right? But I already saw, like, why are you wearing these weird business attire, right? Like these bland clothing with no personality whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's just a blob. You're just a blob of colors. You know?
Kind of like door-to-door salesman.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Oh, but
car
they
salesman.
are.
Like cheap car salesman.
Yeah, but they are.
Goddamn
selling
fucking assholes.
Hey man, they just live
Fuck
their
'em,
life.
man. Fuck 'em.
They're just a cult. Don't do
Me-
any harm to anybody.
They do harm to people, man. I mean, they don't report child sex case stuff. Let's say you got raped.
Yeah.
They will not go to the cops. They will keep it in. They will keep it in.
You're still upset that happened? I mean, the brother was really passionate.
Yeah, you know, that's how they are. Now it sounds like I got raped. But,
It does, because you're so upset about it the whole time, right?
no, you know. I'm
And if
just
you think about it, it's
yeah.
weird that all these old men always had candy with them, right? That's a weird thing to have in your pockets as an old man.
Kinda. Kinda, man. Kind of. Dude. Yeah. Should we end the podcast here?
Or you feel too emotional to continue talking?
No, man. I feel like we talked about a bunch of stuff. You know, my open mic. You know, stuff like that.
Stuff indeed.
And you talked about some shit. Do you wanna talk about something? What's going on in your life?
Whoa.
How are you doing?
It seems like we've talked enough for this episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.